You good?
Let's see.
Charlie, we're doing this. We're doing this. It's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna work, okay?
It really is.
Okay, relax, say your text.
It is. Performing in front of all these people. We're gonna crush it. It's gonna be awesome. It's 5:50 in the morning and I'm getting on a train to go to Boston. So, you know. Ooh, it's heavy. Love you too. Thank you. This is Danielle. He makes work like this. He's the artistic director of 1/8, and he's been featured in places like this, and oh, this. That's me.
Sounding cool with it, right?
Yeah. It's definitely 2001.
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave?
Next week I have a movie. Oh my gosh. She's scared.
I'm gonna say life for a little bit.
I like it, man.
I don't know. If people get bored, like, this is like a Truman Show. It's a Truman Show. This is my little Truman Show moment.
Where are we going?
Really know. Guess I'm being spontaneous. Somebody help me!
There you go.
We're heading from Boston, which you just saw, heading specifically to Provenance Town via the ferry. Theater, baby. There's no better feeling than traveling because of theater for me. So we're about 100, no we're not. We're about 7 episodes into 100 vlogs, and we've already made a travel vlog, so obviously we just traveled from New York City to Provenance Town, Massachusetts. I keep saying Rhode Island. It's a different place. I'm here with Danielle, who you met, to perform at a theater festival's gala, specifically the Tennessee Williams Theater Festival. I've been thinking a lot about being an actor and being a creative and the uncertainty that comes with, which is kind of what you sign on when you sign on to do something like this. You know, if you want to be an actor, if you want to be a designer, if you want to be something that's traditionally freelance based, you have to be okay with the uncertainty of it all, which I am okay with. But for the past year and a half, I've gotten really used to the stable position I've set myself up in. Living in New York City, in order to sustain kind of a life there, you have to get really good at working. And I think work can take many shapes and forms. But once you get locked into a pattern, it's pretty easy to get locked into that pattern. And so it's really wonderful to travel to a place like this, which is so different, a slower pace, a different energy. It's a really nice way to reflect and to think, because you're stepping out of the usual routine. So if you knew you weren't going to fail, what would you do? And so I'm asking that question to myself. Because look, I'm in a beautiful town, surrounded by beautiful people, working with a director I so deeply admire, creating work that I'm very proud of, and I've achieved a dream in a sense. And so, like, what's the next dream? And it's got something to do with you. It's got something to do with this. And so just thank you so much for being here, because it means the world. We have the show in a few hours, so it's gonna be crazy. Like, I can't even. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen my costume, and it's pretty nuts. I hope I get to record some of it. I really want you to see it, but truly I have to focus on the performance part and not the vlog part. Okay. This is how you travel with a show, baby. You want to know what theater looks like? It's this.
This, and then some things here.
That's it. And a stage. And people watching you.
Yeah.
That's pretty key. So we just finished our tech rehearsal in this venue, which is kind of insane. We just ran through the space, made sure everything made sense spacing-wise. In about 2 hours, this is going to be filled with people, and your boy's going to be acting in front of them. So I'm going to go. Director. As we're getting ready for the show in this attic of an old town hall, I'm thinking about that it's really easy to overcomplicate how to make something.
What's your name?
My name is Duke Rasputino.
What?
Duke Rasputino.
If you're not careful, you'll stop before you've even started.
I look good, man. You do. So, hey, world.
And as I'm pacing around this dressing room, I'm blown away by the process of actually making something. How 2 weeks ago, these were just words. They were ideas, and eventually they become a character and a play that becomes a show that you actually show people. And then just like that, 36 hours later, we're gone. We leave. And all that hard work, all that creation is over. And when you make theater, it only happens in the moment, and then it lives on in memory. And no amount of vlogging or making memes will change that. But I do think it's incredibly important to try to document and to share what a creative life looks like, what being an actor or being a theater maker actually looks like. Just finished performing. Interesting space. Interesting people, but man, making theater is not only hard, it's actually an intense challenge. But honestly, it blessed every opportunity I get to do it. I'm walking through like the woods. As we're heading back to the city, back to this old routine, I'm thinking about this coming year. How I want to travel more, how I want to see the world, I want to meet creative people, and in a way leave behind this current routine, which is really scary for me. It involves a lot of risk. It involves leaving comfort and taking a chance on my ideas, which is scary. Do you want to come? It's just worth documenting that I left my camera at that bar, and now I have to go do a walk of shame.